Hello again, and welcome to Tips with Andrew. I am Andrew Sapiano. Thank you so much for joining me on this happy Monday. I hope you guys are having an awesome Monday so far. I hope you're really rocking it out no matter what you're doing. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend and are currently excited for what the week brings. Yeah, I don't have any updates. We are in a new month. There's new promotions going on, but nothing too fancy smancy for this month. So let's dive right into it. Why not? The other day we did the exercises for helping get rid of love handles. Today I want to talk a little bit about getting rid of it in general. So now how there is exercises that you can do to sort of help, with the process, right? Uh, the one thing that I heard more than anything is you can't outwork a bad diet. So no matter how much exercise you're doing, no matter how much weights you're lifting, all that stuff, time you spend at the gym, cardio you're doing, no matter what, you if you're not putting your best foot forward, I guess if we will, by feeding your body with proper nutrition, the vitamins, minerals, nutrients that it needs to be able to work and what's the word I'm looking for? Perform. That's the word. Perform optimally. So that's where I want to come in, give some tips that I am currently or that I use, and they help me. Hopefully, they help you too. Let's get right into it. Tip number one, and I like this one more than anything. That's why I put it as tip number one, is just to go easy on yourself. A lot of times we have a tendency, we are our worst enemy. We're also our biggest critic. We don't really tend to give ourselves the benefit of the doubt too often. And we are very quick to kick ourselves when we're down and to make ourselves aware that we are not doing everything that we could or are supposed to be doing. That's where I want to just come with that and just say, go easy on yourself. Understand that this is a long process. You're not going to, first of all, it wasn't overnight that you came to this, right? Or to look this way. So it's not overnight that you're going to alleviate it or get rid of it or all that stuff. So you need to understand that this is going to be a process. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take energy. And, a lot of times you're going to feel like it's not working. It's not going fast enough. You want to do more, wondering if there's different things you should be doing, right? All sorts of stuff come through our head, and that's where we can really, if we're not fully conscious of it, it can be very easy for us to get super down on ourselves, and then just really really be hard on ourselves. And as much as that's a good thing, you want to use that sort of drive, that ambition, right, to push yourself through the hard times, right? If we're too much on the negative side, it can very much lead to overwhelm, and it can lead to us wanting to quit, wanting to give up, wanting to not really progress further in our lives. So that's really something that we have to own right off the bat. We need to give ourselves a break. We need to understand that this didn't happen overnight. It's not going to be cured overnight, and there's going to be a whole process, steps, journey that we go through in order to keep this off. And really, more than anything, what's going to happen is, unless you're changing your lifestyle, right, your diet habits. I don't like that word diet, because a diet more often than not has an expiration date, and once you're done that diet and you look the way that you want to look, it's super easy to go back to our old habits and then not be able to, or not that you're not able to, but to put the weight back on, and to end up in the same cycle, right? End up hating ourselves and keeping going that way. So that's it right there. Just, go easy on yourself. Understand that this is something that you did, right? Something that you're looking to change, and, let's make it happen. Go through the steps that is gonna help, and make it happen. Tip number two is cardio. I like this one because as much as we want to shed the love handles, right? The abdomen fat, the around our waistline, all that stuff. there is no sort of targeted, weight loss, fat loss thing that we can do where we can target a specific area. What we're looking for, and what we want to do more than anything is consider a full body approach, right? A whole body attack, if you will, on the body fat that you have. So where you can't target your weight loss, cardio is going to help that, the whole body workout, the whole body transformation, if you will. So like, what are we talking about, right? 30 minutes a day if you can. Walking, running is the best cardio that you can do for yourself. It's what's classified as a high impact activity, so it actually it works out your whole body while you're doing it. So that's the best. But we're not all able to go for a run all the time, nor are we willing or ready, right? And this whole bunch of things that goes along with running. So that's where I suggest just walk, right? Do what you can with what you've got. If you can walk, maybe a light jog. What we did was we set up an exercise bike right facing the TV. So when we're watching TV, we're actually, we can just hop on the bike, get a little bit of cardio in that way. And it's a simple exercise to do while we're watching TV, or, just sitting around. And, that's an easy way for us to incorporate it into our day without actually having to take time out of our schedule, right? We're busy people. You're busy, we're busy. We don't always have the time to take out of our schedule to go to the gym, right? Or to invest the time, the effort, the energy into doing a whole workout routine, right? So that's where we need to fit in fitness wherever we can. So that's where we set up a bike in front of the TV. That's a perfect way for us to fit in fitness into our busy schedule. A couple different ways could be to consider taking the stairs instead of the elevator, because that way you automatically sort of work your cardiovascular system. You end up your blood starts pumping a little bit harder than it normally would. Your heart starts working at a little bit more of a rate than it is throughout the day. So this is little things that we can incorporate into our day, little changes that we can make. When we talk about the lifestyle change, this is a huge thing that will assist in you changing your lifestyle, because you are focusing on making a habit of doing things differently than you did before. So that's where you're gonna, if you do a diet and you reach the weight, the goal, the perfect body that you're looking for, it'll be easier for you to keep that habit if you've changed your lifestyle. Versus, that's why I don't really like the term diet, because it's got an expiration date. Tip number 3, so getting rid of love handles. Tip number 1, go easy on yourself. Just give yourself a break. Number 2, cardio. Number 3, fruits and vegetables. I love this one because this is where we're talking about, I talked right off the hop about you can't outwork a bad diet. So this is definitely what you want to aim for. You want to aim for about 7 servings, give or take, of fruits and vegetables per day. So one of the stats that I read is actually you want to be looking for somewhere in the 14 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. Wow. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm busy, and if I'm trying to eat 14 servings of fruits and vegetables per day, I don't know that I'm doing too much else throughout the day. So therefore, I don't know for me that it's possible. I don't know for you that it's possible. So that's why I like to stick with the 7 servings, 6 servings, right? Because we eat 3 meals a day. So we get 3, if we do 3 servings of fruits and vegetables, or even vegetables, right? We don't normally eat fruit with food, but if we eat vegetables three times a day with our 3 meals, and then in between your meals, you're snacking, and that's where our healthy snacking comes in. So 3 more servings in between your meals, or I guess 2 in between, and then if you get hungry later in the night, that's where a next serving could come in. And that's an easy way to get your 6 servings, right? That's 6 servings right there. And an easier way, actually, if you want to look at it this way, one of the things that I heard was a serving of broccoli has roughly the same amount of protein as a serving of steak. Wow. So you can get almost as full off of a serving of broccoli as you would a serving of steak, and there's a whole lot less calories, fat, carbohydrates, all that bad stuff that is that you want to cut down on your daily basis. You don't want to eliminate that stuff, but you definitely want to cut it down, and you definitely want to look at where you're getting, your fats from, your carbohydrates. This is where you don't want to stop your eating. You don't want to cut out eating. You want to just watch what you're eating. You want to replace little things here and there. So an easy way to just start with eating fruits and vegetables is just, once a day. Once a day, grab that one piece of broccoli and eat it. A lot of people don't eat healthy because they think it's a whole thing that they have to go through, and until they're really ready to sort of commit, right, if you will, to a healthy lifestyle. They don't see a real point, because when changing our diet, when changing our eating habits, we're not going to go through a huge transformation right away. And really, what happens more than anything is your digestive system ends up cleaning itself out, and you end up doing a lot more of your business than you would normally care to think about. So that's where it's really a mindset thing too. That's like, go easy on yourself. If you don't eat fruits and vegetables at all, it's going to be a very hard transition for you to start eating 6 servings a day every single day, right? So that's where we start small, right? Maybe a half a serving with each meal, maybe even 1 serving, right? If you can't find the time to eat all that other, just do 1 serving, and your body will definitely thank you for it. My next tip, I like this one, is water. We are actually 60% roughly water as humans. So that's where we need water more than anything else. And as much as we can get water from foods like watermelon, cucumbers, celery, are foods with a high water content. A lot of our water needs or a lot of our fluid needs will come from what we drink. And that's why we need to make sure that we're drinking water, because our body fuels itself off water. Some of those carbohydrate drinks, right? Coke, pop, stuff like that. Not only do they not give our body what it needs, but it actually slows down our metabolism, and it disallows our body to absorb the fluid. So it's actually doing nothing beneficial for your health except for tasting good, right? And I mean, I'm sorry to say that most things that taste good are not good for your health. Doesn't mean you can't make healthy things taste good. It's just the fact of the reality. So things to make your water taste better. Consider adding vegetables to your water, right? Lemons, limes. I love using essential oils. Essential oils like another one like grapefruit is perfect for, actually one like tangerine is great for helping to curb hunger cravings, to sort of provide that uplifting, right, invigorating benefit to yourself if you need that. An oil like ginger, as much as it doesn't taste very good, it's great for helping your body's digestive system, the inflammation of it, right? So that's where I love using essential oils, and especially in my water. But that's what we want to focus on, right? When our body gets the nutrition, the nutrients that it needs, it's more able to perform optimally. And water is a huge thing. A lot of people don't. It's very hard for a lot of people to meet their daily water intake, right? What you're aiming for is half your body weight in ounces, actually. So for me, I'm roughly in the 200-pound range. If I was drinking 8-ounce glasses, I'd be looking for roughly 10, 12 glasses, right, per day. So for a lot of people, that's a lot, right? And it's a huge change right off the bat. So that's where you want to try and incorporate it wherever you can. And if you don't like the taste of water, do what you can to make it taste better. Your body will thank you. My next one. So, getting rid of love handles. Tip number 1, go easy on yourself. Tip number 2 is cardio. Number 3, fruits and vegetables. Number 4 is water. Number 5 is supplements. This is where I talked about earlier. With our busy on-the-go lifestyles, we can't always meet our adequate nutrient needs that our body has on a daily basis, right? So that's where we want to consider supplements, a multivitamin, what else? A fish oil for brain health, cardiovascular health, an antioxidant, right, for helping to replenish your body's antioxidants that it loses, a vitamin D. Definitely, that one's huge for optimal wellness. A lot of people, especially right now, getting outside is kind of a whole thing. So, vitamin D deficiency is huge, right? And that's definitely what our body needs. So, our body needs all of these nutrients on a daily basis. A lot of them are considered macronutrients, which basically means that our body needs a lot of it on a daily basis. So that's where consider supplements. This is where I like coming back to this point. What I mentioned earlier is 14 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. So that's a lot, and that's a huge commitment to make. So that's where we consider supplements because, like I mentioned before, I don't know about you, but I'm way too busy to be eating 14 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. So that's why I take supplements so that I can alleviate some of the pressure of having to consume more stuff throughout the day. So supplements are going to be huge. Consider taking them. And those are I one of the things that I noticed more than anything about taking supplements is that when I stopped taking them is when I noticed the biggest difference, right? I was moody, I was irritable, I wasn't sleeping properly, I would wake up tired, I would go to sleep not tired, right? And it was this whole cycle. So when I stopped taking them is when I really noticed a huge difference. So that's why that's one of the things that I like to do. I like to make sure that I take my supplements so that I can help my body perform at optimal levels all day. My next tip, get enough sleep. I like that one. I didn't even think of that one. But sleep is everything, right? Everything in life comes down to whether or not you're getting enough sleep. What the some Institute of National Society recommends 8 hours of sleep. We definitely want to aim for 7 to 8, 9 hours of sleep. But that's that's where a lot of our on the go lifestyles don't really allow for us to have that much sleep, right? We have a lot going on and we are busy people and we can't always get as much sleep as we need. So that's where we need to do whatever we can to help ourselves to calm down at bedtime, relax when it's supposed to be relaxing time, right? Turn off the TVs, our phones, right? They emit some light that sort of burns your eyelids. So that's why you're suggested to put the phone down about an hour and a half before bed. Another way, right? Fruits and vegetables, your eating habits are going to be a huge factor in you being able to sleep. Exercise is another one because it automatically tires you out. It's one of those double-edged swords, right? You get a super boost of energy, but you also get really tired out. So that's where, exercise will play a huge factor in getting enough sleep. Managing stress. Oh my goodness, this is one of the biggest things that causes people not to be able to sleep properly. Stress is a huge thing, especially right now, right? We're dealing with a whole plethora of things going on in our lives, and it can be very stressful. It can be very overwhelming. And so that's where we need to do what we can to help our bodies. And, we perform optimally when we get enough sleep, when we get enough nutrients, when we get the proper exercise, when we take it easy on ourselves, right? If you become what you think about. One of the things that I read more than anything is if you think in positive terms, you will get positive results. And if you think in negative terms, you will get negative results. So think positive. Allow yourself to be awesome because you are great and nobody is great like you. Nobody is like you. And you definitely need to understand that and, own it, right? Give yourself a good sleep. Some tips to getting to sleep, right? I love using essential oils to help calm, relax myself. try going to sleep a little bit earlier. We can't always sleep in later, so try and go to sleep a little bit earlier. Again, like I mentioned, turn off the screen. And these are just little things, right? That you could. Another thing that I read more than anything is don't go to sleep though until you're tired, because your bedroom should be a place of sleep. It should be when you walk in there, you're ready for bed. So if you're going to sleep and you're not tired, you're restless, it sort of sends a signal to your brain that you're not really in the mood to sleep. So that can be a thing that deters you from sleeping in the future. So if you're not tired, don't go to bed. But get enough sleep, right? Yeah, I know. I get it. And then my last tip, more than anything, is essential oils. I've referenced them a few times throughout this video, and I will reference them until the day I die. I love using them. Grapefruit was one that I mentioned earlier. It's great for helping your cleanse, detoxify your insides. It's great for also helping to curb hunger cravings. It's one of the things about grapefruit that I learned is it actually counteracts with some medications. So that's with the grapefruit oil actually comes from the rind of the fruit. So it doesn't counteract with medications. So it can be taken all the time. An oil like peppermint is actually great for helping to promote a healthy digestive system. A lot of built up garbage gets stored in your gut, and that's where it leads to fat gain. Stuff like visceral fat, where it's fat on your organs, stuff like that. And peppermint can be great for promoting healthy digestion, helping with gut health. Allowing your body to sort of do what it was designed to do. And then my last oil is black pepper. I like using this one because it is not only great for using as a garnish, but it is also great for boosting your immune system, helping your cardiovascular system to work in a healthy way. It's great for actually helping focus, clarity, right? I love using essential oils for everything, and love handles, health, wellness, all that stuff is exactly what they're used for. I love them. That's all I got for you for today. I really hope you enjoyed this. I know I had some fun making it. Feel free to share this with your friends, a family member, perhaps somebody from your team that you feel needs to hear this. If you'd like to learn more about essential oils, or how to get your hands on some of this cool stuff that I'm talking about, or how to get actually, no, there's no free stuff going on this month from doTERRA. Sorry. But if you're interested in free stuff, I'm sure I can hook you up with some free stuff. Just drop me a comment, send me a message, and we'll get you rocking and rolling. Thank you so much for joining me. I really love you guys. I hope you have a very wonderful rest of your day. I look very forward to talking to you again. Love you guys. Bye for now.